Today we're going to talk about Narra Residences, which is actually a new launch upcoming in the dairy farm area, which is actually in District 23.
Okay, so a bit of the disclaimer, everything we share is based on our own opinion and our own research. If you want to purchase yourself, please do your own research or seek professional advice. So a bit of the perspective. So Narra Residences is at dairy farm. So this is a 3-block. One thing unique from what you can see, right, like is the block is tall, medium, shorter. You can see, right, from here, like you can see. So this is how they built then with the lap pool. Then one thing you need to know that is a total of 540 units for this project lah. But all this information, right, you can always find online. So we just want to run through site plan. There will be 2 swimming pool, then 3 blocks. Then location wise, dairy farm area. All this you can find online lah. So most people, right, now we're going to the main topic. Most people, right, when they heard about dairy farm, right, you may think
I think a lot of people feel demand not really there lah.
Yeah, then D23 you buy disappointed, sure gone case on
Sure gone case.
Cause like nobody want to do like a bit far end for dairy farm a bit. But one thing I tell you those people who stay at dairy farm
okay lah. I like it.
I got clients who stay at Bukit Panjang, all this area, right? They love it leh. They always tell me it's so convenient. But another group of people, they drive they always very fascinated. They just drive out then they go the expressway. They always tell me I don't know. They tell me because I'm not really know there lah. It's just that they always tell me there's this common tell it's very convenient. Once you drive you turn out it's the expressway.
But of course it's the different perspective
Yeah.
People that stay in the maybe central area or the east side or what they will always think, dairy farm a bit ulu
Yeah.
D23 doesn't so-called ulu to them
Like nobody want to buy. For example, today if I stay Yishun, I like Yishun. I stay Tampines, I like Yishun. I stay Clementi, I also like Clementi because you are so comfortable in the way. The in and out.
Yes.
Same thing as people who stay at dairy farm. People who stay at the Bukit Panjang area, they know the in and out. That's why they know how to appreciate the location. Because they have been so used to that type of travelling style, the type of amenities. So different, no?
But in general, in this video, of course, in general, I think most of us still think that this one next time we buy, very hard to sell.
Yeah, because
it's like a general sentiment that we feel.
Correct. So some of the concern that we always hear, we want to talk about also when people. We expect to talk about dairy farm, right? Because we have clients that bought dairy farm area also. They will say, can or not, all these things, right? So they are concerned. So the mama is like, can we make money when the demand is so low? So because when the supply there is going up, demand low, then how much can we make?
Usually not so good profit usually lah.
Then the next thing is will there be an oversupply issue because there is still 6 more plots coming out there. So with all this huge supply going up,
the sentiment not that good because you see 6 more plot of land the key question is that for people who buy it. If I buy it also I'll think like that.
Correct. So one thing is so many more units going to come out, so many more development in the dairy farm coming out. Today, if next time I want to buy and I want to sell next time, will I have more competitors? Will there be challenges offloading the unit where now the sentiment already say, D23 not so good. Like 没有人要in a way So we see one common concern because a lot of people tell me it's only the demand, low demand.
Yeah.
没有人 not someone we want to buy there. But is it really the case? Dive deeper and see So before we go into it, we understand how demand is very simple logic. Because real estate is all about demand and supply. I think everything is all about demand. Now Pokemon card also can demand and supply. Because I saw a video, right? They can talk about Pokemon card like an investment or you hold until the supply no more, right? They don't print, right? Then the price they treat the box as an investment, which we can really, it's true lah. When things become limited, right? Price will go up. Same thing. So real estate also same thing. So supply down, demand high, price will go up. As vice versa, supply go up, a lot oversupply, then there's no demand. Because not enough people to buy, then the price will go down. So this is a law of the supply demand. We start with the best indicator in a way, dairy farm residences how it performs over there. So as you can see, we have dig out the profitability chart from the dairy farm residences, and you can see there are still units that make profit. But mainly those are the bigger unit. But the 2-bedder, right, did not perform as well like suffer a bit Then Dylan, how really D23 dairy farm, can we look into it
Again, this thing supply and demand, right? Actually, it's not that dairy farm is not a good investment What I feel is that perhaps the timing in which it actually TOP or when they actually sell might not be the most ideal. Why I say that? So example why the last 2 years actually look very weak for dairy farm. Because all this sentiment is because people see dairy farm transaction not so good mah. That's why they all start to think, wow, then buy D23 jialat.
Yeah.
Because they look at the transaction, but you must understand why this happened. It's the timing. It's not that dairy farm is not a good location, but perhaps it's the timing.
Yeah. So you can see, Western in Singapore, right, the most of the demand come from HDB upgrader. Because once they make profit from their property or BTOs, right, they want to move to a private upgrade lah. Then they explore the option lah.
Yeah.
So when that time, right, when different TOP at 2024, right, just now we say people who are used to the area will want to move to the same area.
Upgrade the same area.
They don't want to change there unless they want to change to something more convenient. Then they will move out to the area. For me, you see, I stay at the west side, right, and after that I moved to the Thomson area, Ang Mo Kio area, right. Wow, I suffer. But it's not my decision, because I follow my parents, right? But I really suffer because I don't know the place well. I grew up in the west side. You tell me the west side, walk here, walk there, take one bus, everything. MRT, I walk everywhere. I know, very comfortable. I got a lot of friends there. Once I want to move out, there I tell you, I lost touch with my friends. No, it's not lost touch. We can still talk lah. In a way, we play games, all this, still online. But the main thing is, you want to go and play basketball with my friend. I need to go to a Clementi CC for Ang Mo Kio. It's not going there. The traveling back kill me. So I didn't go. You know why? So you know why I remember so well now? Cause I only go one time. I give up already. I have never go back to Clementi to play basketball already. Cause it's so far. So these are things. So we look at the supply at 2024 in District 23. What are the units that the MOP? This only got 4 clusters. There's only 3,004, about 305 units. There's MOP. When dairy farm, so what happened? Then the same thing. Not just dairy farm TOP take key. We got other people. So there are few ECs that MOP also. We got Soul Acres, we got Inks, and we got Wonderview. All MOP at the same time. And this result to about 2,003 competition. Then we also got Phoenix, but Phoenix is not a big development. But we got Midwood. So then here consists of 1,000. So when we do a ratio, right, HDB MOP, this one
supply
the supply
TOP
is 1-to-1 balance. Why are we doing this ratio? It's not like you might ask me, if I got everyone sell and buy at the same time. No, it's very simple. Today it's the same thing because today you just use 10% of people want to upgrade, 10% of people want to sell. Yeah. So it's also balanced. Also 1-to-1 Yeah. Worst case, if today here 20% want to sell, here only 10%, becomes 0.5. Even worse. So this actually one like that is not so healthy. The buyer come in, I got a lot of choice. So when there is choice, right, definitely movement of units becomes slower.
Correct.
Number 1. Number 2, you might, as a seller, right, you want to sell this price, you might not want to lower your price. Then the market sentiment cannot match, because now, as a buyer, I got a lot of choice. Actually, all the TOD unit all almost the same.
Yeah.
All brand new just the facing. So buyer can start to lowball.
Correct. So eventually, if as a seller you realize, demand really not so strong, then maybe you will consider, I should lower a bit. Because demand really not there. Maybe you market for 6 months, 8 months.
Suddenly one offer.
One offer come in. Maybe just take. Because really you try very long already. But why this happen? Because of the timing. Because again, during that time is what? Demand and supply, the ratio only one.
Yeah. So
1:1.
So same thing. How do you get visualize easy? Today we talk about new launch, right? How the developer know his project very hot. Simple.
Check out, yes.
My unit only got 500. Example, familiar? I got about 2,000 plus check.
That is
4-to-1 there. So means 4-to-1 people
want to fight for unit. Of course, we don't say maybe some people check for fun.
Or even like, because they got data. Today sample size, when you write which one you like, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, what you want to buy, right? Yeah. So from then he got this ratio like wow, every 1 2-bedroom I got 10 people on the snatch. Because they see the pricing not out yet, they only got starting from. Then should I change my pricing strategy to look at this way?
Yes.
Because he confident same thing when you have the 1-to-1 and there's no viewing all these things your seller, you start to confident also drop
so even developer also look at this one. Look at demand supply one. Not as government or whatever,
Yeah.
You seller also, you will look at this kind of.
You feel that no viewing, suddenly one price come out, you might want to tend to accept because you really don't know demand. So technically at that point of time it's not about no people, it's just that there's not enough upgraders to come and buy, and there's a lot of choice in the market.
Yes.
At that D23. And also there's 3 EC. EC utility is cheaper than.
Yes. So people might be more inclined to look at the EC in terms of the so-called quantum.
Yeah. So what is going to happen in the next 5 years? Might be a bit different. Because right now we have this huge cluster of Tengah. So basically, we try to drag out as much information to as possible, and we try to estimate the MOP for this cluster, right? Technically, those people, HDB that MOP 2029, 2030, which is where Narra gonna be TOPing, right?
Yeah, TOPing, yeah.
There's about 8,700 of units gonna MOP lah. And again, I say not everyone will want to upgrade to, but there is possibly that there is a huge demand coming, huge pool of demand coming to the condo market. So what are the TOP project in 2027 and 2030 around the area, right? Is Botany, Hill Heaven, Arden, the Mist, Narra inside, the Sand also inside. The total about 2,000 to unit, right? So from there, right, why we add in 2027? Because technically 2027, the units, Botany, all these are
Still in the market.
quite new
You
lah.
can choose.
But because of this huge cluster, now the ratio different. Now become 8 to 4:1.
Yeah, what's the one? So you can see, right? I mean, the way government do things also, when they do that policy, right? They won't for nothing go and cause dairy farm area to be oversupplied. But why they are confident in that case? Now we show you 6 plot coming in dairy farm. Why are they releasing land in dairy farm? Because they know upcoming there's going to be quite a bit of HDB in Tengah that's going to MOP, and a lot of them will be also looking to upgrade. Yeah, which is why when they upgrade, they have to find somewhere maybe in the area to upgrade, which is the dairy farm area. Yeah, so that is why the government also plan ahead already. Government won't for nothing cause an oversupply in dairy farm for fun.
Yeah.
They do this kind of thing.
If they cause an oversupply in dairy farm, then dairy farm price drop, then
also not good for them. Yeah. The government don't do this kind of thing. At the same time, if they don't go and increase the supply in dairy farm, can I say because of this huge demand, maybe the prices there will shoot up a lot.
yeah, the D23 will shoot a lot.
Which also government don't want sharp increase in price. Again, remember what we always see in our videos, right? Government wants a balanced, sustainable approach. Yeah.
So this is what we see lah. From next 5 years, right, there will be a huge upgrader pool in District 23 because of the Tengah. So these are things that you can see. There's a shift of demand. So if you look deeper, all these are existing and future demand. So in D23, actually these are the numbers. But we only take what we use sample size. We only use that year. But there's a lot more coming. And the previous one, people who already MOP, right, may suddenly want to upgrade.
Suddenly, maybe they never straight away upgrade at MOP, but maybe few years later they think, maybe I should take action.
Correct. So these are all the newer clusters. So from there, we still have 2009, about 8,000. Then about 2031, we got another 12,000. So technically, what dealer has said, right, government also have these numbers. Then they really plan why they go and sell, have this 6 plot of land to plan in place
Also they release it slowly, not one time everyone build at the same time. Because everyone build at the same time means all TOP at the same time. Wow, also jialat.
Yeah. But this one we see because in the other day we don't know what will happen, how they're going to plan in terms of the stages. But we can see that there is a lot of things happening in D23 because of this Tengah. And Tengah is going to have I feel that, I don't know, this is my own personal preference, opinion, that Tengah, I always tell my customer that Tengah is going to be like the next Punggol. Because last time go Punggol, nothing one.
Yeah, correct.
But now you see Punggol is like so established.
I think based on what the government is doing, government is also planning to develop the Tengah. You can tell it's very obvious.
Yeah.
Build so many there. Cannot be build so many there, but I don't develop there.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense,
Correct. So they have plans for there. There's going to be. I feel it's going to be replicate what Punggol has become now. Now Punggol Sengkang is so much. It's a huge mall. Everything, every day, people already stays there.
In fact, right, in Punggol, when the HDB do well, you realize the condo there also do well. Because the HDB there also upgrade there, same area. So same thing, if Tengah in the future, it does well, it's developed well, probably could there be an effect on the dairy farm area?
I think there will be new malls.
New malls
like
develop. Then the property in that area probably might also
appreciate. And also because why appreciate, again, more demand coming. People want to stay there. Right now you tell people want to stay in Tengah, cannot lah. You know I got friends that bought Tengah BTO, right? You know the first wave one all very jialat. Usually the first wave all very jialat. But in the end of the day, I ask him, how much you buy? Very cheap. You know the 5 room can cost 300k the first wave. Because there's nothing there. But once they're more established, you know now all the BTOs, right? 5 room is like 500 already. 600. Ang Mo Kio 4 room already 600 already. Because it's like that. Once it's more established, more things, more amenities, you're paying the premium already.
Correct.
So which one you want to be? But of course, I told them, why to choose Tengah as a BTO is because firstly it's the price. It's very hard to lose. But I already prep them already. You will suffer one something because everything is not
built up yet lah.
not built up yet. And I can hear like they say the delivery, no one will deliver here, no one there, all these things lah. But we have sometimes it's give and take lor. But I think once the thing, I think now more and more the Tengah area. Yeah. So this is what we saying like this is a bit we are not plan. I just suddenly thought of it. I think is Punggol. Tengah will be like Punggol next time, how it develop. It's just that it's stages lah. Now we don't see it yet. But next time, nobody will tell you, I don't want to stay Tengah early. Because the D23 people will say, hey, Tengah very good.
Yeah.
All these things. It's more established mah. So now, very simple.
Next time you say got supply mah.
People can buy from us or not. So we want to do this exercise so that we see whether can afford or not. Because we just want to see affordability. If today you buy here, Narra, the Tengah cannot afford your future demand cannot afford So now we use this Bukit Batok. This is a new cluster that just MOP. So the average is about 800k. So 5 room. So we use 800k. Of course we discount a bit. We discount 50,000 because during MOP maybe got some competition, all these things lower a bit lor. We just want to make sure that we don't want to. Now we do. So based on 750,000, right? But main thing is based on we try to think that you bought the HDB at 400k, right? Your loan is about 300. After 5 years, right? Based on amortization, all things, your loan will left about 245,000. Then from there, when you sell at 350, right? Your estimated is about 500k lah, about half a million cash plus CPF. So assuming the income 13,000. So usually people who upgrade want to buy condo, right? When we meet, right, it's about 10 to 16,000 range. So we just want to take halfway lah.
The median
lah. Because today, why we use this number? Cannot say, why you use of the high one income of course. But based on what we see, right, only this type of income is
actually how we derive also why 10k or like the whole household 10k or even more, right? Because example starting pay maybe each one 5k is 10k but 5 years later probably you got increment and everything. If they increase by another 1k plus or even 2k then you will hit about that range.
Correct. And these are the range of people that want to upgrade to condo lor.
I will think of upgrading because they got this kind of income they can consider mah.
So based on this loan the 300k the monthly installment is about 1361 Then if today assuming income 13,000 actually your monthly CPF is about 3,000. So 3,000 minus 1,300 actually you still got save about 1,600 So we use 1,600 to 5 years, why 60 months? You done 5 years, actually you save out about 100,000 of CPF in your OA, excluding the interest. I never compound the interest. So definitely it will go higher. Okay? So how does it look like? So with the CPF saving of 100 plus the profit, you got about 600k of total funds. That without touching our savings, we'll see what can we buy lah. So based on today, imagine that future selling of the 818 square feet of Narra is 2 million because right now the starting from is about 1.6 plus. The 3 square feet. Whenever they want to make profit of 400k. Assume 800k. Can they buy or not? Based on the down payment of 25% plus stamp duty, it's actually 569,600. So technically you still have some buffer to afford a 2 million there.
So the key thing is that people can afford. If people totally out of reach, then maybe there's a concern but based on our calculations actually is people can.
So even if Narra this 3-bedroom side at 2 mil, right, people still can but whether you buy or not buy, that one depending on to you lah. You just want to know that it's
not like totally
once it's out of affordable, then I think it will be a concern really.
Of course, then the next thing we need to look at, right? So now we say that people can afford already, right? So the key thing is there an opportunity in this development, right? Because we need to see how the developer is going to price this and usually based on where I say we always know one thing, when developers so-called have fear, there's always a good chance we can get a good deal or find an opportunity.
So why developer have fear?
Why developer have fear? Okay, because that's not what we mentioned, right? D23 we always say no demand, all these things, right? If we know, do you think developer also aware? So if today you're a developer, you know that the sentiment in this industry is not so good. Will you want to price at a very high, or you want to price something that is more sensitive to this kind of sentiment?
Because it is same thing if you know that your project, right, is very hot in demand, right, you confident you won't price it cheap Correct.
You want.
So to know whether developer, the fear level, you see the starting from already. So do they have the starting from of the Narra?
Yeah.
So one thing we right, the pricing, right? Okay, as usual, it's just a starting from. Some is marketing to attract people who come and see. Right. But main thing is always the balloting. We don't know how much they for the second, the Pro 4 jump, how they move the unit, what's the strategy, because we can see based on the few launches, right? Now there's a behavior change. Now developers start to load the premium at the bigger unit. They try to clear the smaller unit first, then they give a very good attractive price.
Yeah. Because if they clear the smaller unit first, right? Firstly, they can get the number of percentage higher first to show that the sales is doing well.
First it's doing well. Secondly, when it cross a certain cap, right? They are they won't be using their own money to the bank will disperse their loan. Yeah.
Based on all this pricing, you look at all these PSF, right? All this even quantum, how do we actually determine it's a good price? Because based on this, we are just looking at numbers, but how we determine is because we actually compare it to the resale area.
Then this also see I would say we need to gauge the fear.
Because if the area their average is maybe 2,000, developer launch at 2,005. Are they confident or not?
Very confident.
But if their average 2,000, they launch 1,008. You know they are fair already. So that is why we must always do a comparison with the nearby resale. So if you actually look at the nearby resale, it's actually cheaper than nearby resale, which is why we are saying that the developer has a bit of fear. So if you look at example dairy farm, the average is about 1.3 for the 2-bedder. Okay, then for the 3-bedder is 1.8, and then for the 4-bedder 2.5 Okay, but we compare mostly on the 2 and 3-bedder because the 4-bedder, right, only 2 listings. And it's not that comparable, not a good comparison. So if you see, we are starting from, for example, 2-bedder, starting from let's just take the bigger one. It's already 1.28. But there the average, people are already asking at about 1.3. So normally for new launch and resale, right, new launch is usually priced at least 10 to 20% higher. Normal. This is so-called normal. But in this case, now the starting from is actually lower than the resale.
And it's also mainly also got harmonization because now the size of the tend to be slow because right now they are only able to count the developer say so the air contract is over already. So right now that's why
the quantum all become lower. The quantum become lower.
That's why we can see. But right now you can see they don't want to be. The developer how they price is cheaper than resale.
They don't want to they want at least the starting from at least lower. We don't say that everything will be lower. But the starting from is lower. So I think if you look at Botany, again we have the what? But again, Botany got 1-bedder 1-bedder already average asking 1,252 but of course the starting point is right. Okay, then if you see the others, for example 2-bedder is about 1.6, and then we have the 3-bedder at 2.2. So all these numbers is all actually higher than Narra's starting point.
And you can see 1.6 for 2-bedder, right? Narra 1.6 is a 3-bedder. So you can see how it priced, then you can actually know that the want to sell if not they this way, correct?
And then this one again, if you want to compare the 4 and 5, but 4 and 5 I will say maybe not so good comparison because the listings not as many. So but if you want to compare, actually it's still comparable. In fact the 5-bedder only got 1 listing so this one maybe can ignore Then even the which is already 2.7. But you see the 4-bedder
for larger unit, the 4 and 5-bedder in the new launch market, right? Technically will sell later. Technically, because people who have this type of big family, they don't want to rent. They want to sell, then they move into the near stage. But sometimes we see a behavior change. Now, right? People also buy the big one first. You can see all the launcher. You see all the launcher, the big one also gone already now. So the behavior now because people understand today I first it's better than I wait later and buy because it's going to go up. So if I hold to my own existing one, I also have fear that later my existing one never go up as fast as the new one. How? I can later Earth cannot. I cannot. So these are things that we have to weigh.
And you realize the trend for 4 and 5-bedder. Actually, you realize the quantum in new launches is actually getting a bit lower. Why I say that? Because again, harmonization. So last time maybe it's out of reach, but now because of the harmonization, the size are maybe more. I mean, they already call livable and all that thing, right? Actually, the quantum is lower. So can I say more people are actually able to afford? Which is why developers also know this point and maybe load some premium into it.
Correct.
Into the bigger units.
So you have to do all this to see what is the premium that load how much per floor level, then to actually make a more savvy, small smart choice.
Okay, then now we're actually going into the layout. So actually for this development, there's quite a bit of layout. Total floor plan. We will go through, but of course we were going to so-called say the main points.
Say the main points, what we prefer, what we not prefer. We watch one we would like to have.
Personally.
Okay. So for the one bedroom, nothing much lah. We mostly touch on the rental. For dairy farm, there's no one bedroom, right? So we use the Foursquare residences as a gauge, right? So about 2007. So today at 2007, right? This is a 12-month rental. If you get the starting from, it's about 3.24 lah. So this is you that is all you're gonna work with. Today you have to see because below 1 mil, one bedroom right now, I think it's getting lesser and lesser lah. And it's 998. So definitely the others will go above 1 mil. So if you buy above 1 mil, your rental might fall off a bit lah. Your yield.
Yeah, depending on what amount you buy, you have to do some calculations to see your yield if you are looking at the numbers.
Okay. So quite standard, nothing much. The one bedroom is 1 plus study, 517 square feet lah. Just one study tuck your wall. So for the 2 bedroom, right, we use dairy farm, right. Then we see the yield not so bad, got 3.4, but based on the starting from 1.24 million lah. If you get something that is expensive, then the definitely you drop that. This one something you have to consider, or maybe someone tell because I'm new, I can get all days. I will take average to let. This one you have to see yourself. So okay, so for the 2 bed, 560 square feet. So nothing much. But main thing we need to check is the next jump is 646 square feet. This is a 2 bed, 2 bath. So the layout is typical. But main thing is today you need to know the
upsize.
So because we got the starting from so easy to calculate today based on actually it's just additional 100k. Upgrade 2 bed, 2 bath is 1,255 per square foot. And you know Narra, the per square foot starting from is 19. So basically the upside is worth it because it's cheap. It's cheap. Is got the budget, just go for the 2 bedroom.
You can just go for 2 bedroom.
Don't go 2 bedroom, but because this is a very cheap upsize. Based on the starting from. This is something that you need to know lah. It's not that today I only want to buy 2 bedroom, then to buy 2 bedroom. But is it worth it? My next jump, if I can afford, is it a better investment?
Correct.
That's the thing. Because 2 bed, 1 bath versus 2 bed, 2 bath, the rental also different.
I will definitely. I feel 2 bed, 2 bath is always better lah. It's logical lah.
And it's more flexible. That one thing I like for Narra, right? There are 2 comes with home shelter. Wow, this one also we can see that they build is they want it to be more HDB friendly because now HDB standard 3-room flat all got, even the 3-room flat got a bomb shelter. A 2-room flexi also got bomb shelter. So they want to let you have a storeroom. People always go in last time I was like, wow, where you put my thing? The upgraders like, wow, where I put my thing?
Because storeroom in 2 bedrooms actually very rare. Usually don't have storeroom one.
So you can see now it's a new, I think it's the one that
so far more like
what we know that they give you a storeroom in a 2 bed for a new lot. But this will harmonization then you order this thing. So one thing we like is the thing is one tuck-in kitchen. It's not the open concept type. But main thing is this is the 6-8 square feet lah. So today this one will be very popular to those upgraders from 3-room flat. Because they have a bomb shelter.
Correct.
And they want to upgrade their lifestyle. But today I want to tell you, if today 689 versus this 700, I think this is the clear winner of the 2 bedroom for me.
700 the clear winner.
Clear winner because this one got window, then nicely tucked one side warm shelter, which is very flexible. Then got window for all the toilet.
This is one of our favorite.
Favorite. It's like because you think because last time got the 2 bedroom got no windows, open concept, all these things. Right now this one don't have. Everything you have is like upgraders for 3-room flat type of thing. Then of course the last one will be the study. So very funny for the B8S, right? They got a study but they don't have a storeroom. But B7H, right, got storeroom, got study. So today if you really want a study, right, then you go for the B7HS. But the B7HS you have to ask yourself, the bomb shelter is here. Then you open up into a kitchen. So technically this is no window, then is tucked at the wrong side. For me I think it's a no lah. I will prefer the 700 unless you really need a study because now you got storeroom, so sometimes study also no need.
Correct. Depends on whether you want to pay for that study.
This is the thing.
Okay. So now we actually go to look into the 3-bedroom. So 3-bedroom, of course, I would say most of the people that buy usually own stay and it's very popular among all the upgraders. Yeah. So the first and the most affordable 3-bedder would be this one, the smallest one.
818.
Yeah, which we actually use just now to quote all the prices. But if you see the layout, actually not too bad. Quite functional. In fact, the kitchen got a window, toilet also got window. The only thing is that I realized that this walkway is a bit long.
It's a bit, we see this thing cannot use. It's a walkway. If you build anything, you can build, then this walkway become very tight to your master room. But one thing I must see, this 818, you don't have bomb shelter. No storeroom.
So this is a very basic 3-room. So it's like people that want to buy 3-room, but very so-called tighter budget. Then they only can think, I only can go 818.
Then they only can sacrifice, don't have all the storage. So the next jump will be the 872. So 872 will be a better choice because now, because right now, why we have 818? People will choose, if they conflicted, we buy 2-bed, the 700 or this 818.
Correct. Because 818 just means one extra room lah.
Then you also become my storage if I don't need a room. But if I need a room, then I don't need storage.
So it's a GK8.
Wow,
GK8.
very tough. You will jam. But the thing is, you see this 3-bedroom flexi, right, the 872, right? Then this one, you will have this flexi room. This is for you to put your thing like you want to
submit study or whatever that you want to do lah.
Correct. This is then I think this will imagine you buy, right, then you want to sell, right, I think it's easier.
And this will be so-called a more proper 3-bedder lah. Because 3-bedder, yes, you got 3 rooms but flexi don't have storeroom. I mean all these spaces then it's a very basic 3-room.
Because we see as a behavior, right, today you want to buy a 2-bed or 3-bed, right, based on budget, right, then of course you will see the 818, you will also see the 2-bed Then after that you confuse it, one got storage, one no, very hard. But today I see the 2 storage, then I go to this 872, right, then they can compare, I got a 3 and a storage. So definitely this one will be an easier choice lah.
Right. Because the 818 I feel is like in between.
Neither
here nor there. But of course again, if those that have a so-called budget or anything, then maybe
they need a 3-bedroom.
Choice. Then look into that lah.
Yeah, correct. You cannot force another bedroom in 700 square feet. So what if they want to upgrade to 872? What is the thing? So this is for, of course we don't have the pricing for this bedroom, right, size, right. So we only use the based on the per square foot, right, to do. So you need to know this exercise. Today, if the 818 upgrade to 872, what is my per square foot jump? For example, because we use square feet, so technically we sure get 2,000.
So it's just the difference, So of course this 2,000 again, how do you determine? So example 2,000 I would say is normal. Because you're paying what the so-called starting from all these things but today maybe your upgrade only 1,500. I think it's a good deal. But if you like 3,000, then I think
maybe overpay upgrade.
So this is how we actually gauge.
Okay, so the 3-bedroom premium got a few layout, right? So mainly we see the difference, right, is this part. So you see, we just going to do a fast run through before I come back to this layout. So you see a bit different. 1012, also a bit different. 1023. This one 190. This one is not. You don't have a. 990. Then this one same thing here 1001. And this one 1023. So today which one will I prefer, right? Is actually this 1001. Why? Because you have this privacy out of the nowhere I mean you have this privacy you can use. And everything is all spaced out. The second one is unless you want to pay a bit more, so you can have a more depth in your cabinet. 3, then you want to go for 1012 because other one I see, right. This one why I not so preferred, right, is because this one your cabinet you put here, right. Then this whole the kanjie, right, the feeling is very tight. You come home every time you will be very greeted by this narrow walkway before you go to your house and also different when you open door, you can actually go see the house This one don't have any privacy thing. This one very straightforward. You come in, you see our whole house already. But because for this one, if you don't need, then this one 990 also can consider because everything I see the window is all there. This one same thing. I will prefer the just now that one because they are not tight inside. Then you cut this all angle.
You can't do much this one.
It's not. It's just a thing to put there to 讲 So I'll prefer the 10. This one also can, but the thing is the tight So I will still go for the 1001 at the first one or the second one because it's just because all marginal. But what is the key difference? I feel is I saw this one it depends how much you use. You don't want the walkway, you just buy 990. 990.
Other than that, should be all around the same lah. There's no drastic difference.
Nah, it's just that this one a bit special. This one you open it's like that. You come in turn right is your living room. The others is come in no need turn. See your all this thing right. So this is something that you want to personal preference lah. In my opinion, I think 1101 just feels better for me. Or the 1012 they have a more okay. So the plus study 1152 and 1173.
Yeah.
So kids again is always here, and they give you a study that have is combined with a walk-in wardrobe of the master lah. Of course, the better you can hack this place lah. They will make it bigger, but this one up to you lah.
Yeah.
For me,
but I think it's a flexibility there lah.
Yeah.
That's a good point lah.
It's the main thing you can flexible. You want to make a bigger master so you can combine here. Leave it to you because this one is personal preference already. But for me, I don't really see. For me, just get the 1152 because okay, one thing special is this 1152 and probably also 115. But this one right.
So you see the 4 bedroom. Yes.
Also 152. So the question can I ask you? Choose which one?
Yeah, correct. Actually, you ask me if both same price, 152, both same size, same price. The thing that you should look at is you really need the 4 bedroom. If you really need the 4 bedroom, then go straight for the 4 bedroom. Why you expect to go and convert the whole thing back to a 4 bedroom? Yeah. But if you feel that, no need lah, actually 3 bedroom, but I want something, maybe an extra space for my study or walk-in wardrobe. I don't really need a 4 bedroom. Then I would say, please go ahead with a 3 room.
Okay, so for me, right, my opinion, this one very standard. To them, save cost. If same price, because this one you don't need to rebuild anything. Cabinet is here. Yeah. This one, you need to hack.
They move there, right?
Then this one you go and build here. Then you build back the wall. Yeah. Then next time you want to build back a bit, no point lah. Yeah. So main thing is today, if you only go this, if you don't need a 4 bedroom, you very clear you don't have a 4 bedroom. And you want a bigger master, then you have a small dressing table, all these things. But this one, for the 4 bedroom, if you really need a 4 bedroom, just go this one, very standard.
Yeah.
So the premium, I think also quite standard lah. Then this one is a right frontage. And one thing good that they got this additional study place that you want to build or don't want to build also can. Because this one is quite big size already, and this layout is the more kind because the white frontage.
Really for people like white frontage.
Nothing to afford. But main thing I see the 5 bedroom right is there's two size, 1658 and 1679.
I think quite marginal difference lah.
Okay, so marginal difference. What's the difference? I saw the difference is a smaller living room size lah.
Yeah.
And the master room small a bit. Yeah. 1 square meter. You won't feel it these two.
Yeah. So one bit right, for if you are looking at maybe you're okay with a smaller living room, but so-called a bigger master, then you can consider this one. But if you want a bigger master, this master is
19, correct.
Smaller. It's smaller, right? Smaller master, but a bigger living, then you actually go for this one. Because you have 44. So you see, but it's marginal, 42, 44, this one is 20 and 19.
You won't feel it, but 1658, right? This master room is more grand because you have a longer cabinetry. This one, smaller. Smaller, bigger living. So because this one, the square, the walkway already bigger, right? But one thing I don't like the 5 bedroom layout is all the bedrooms are tagged to one side. Usually junior masters is the junior side.
Yeah, side.
Segregate from the
segregation.
Usually it's like the 4 bedroom it's like that.
Yeah, this actually better, this configuration.
Yeah, because junior master is what? I want my privacy. Now the private is we are together, master and junior together.
Yeah, like side by side. So a bit not so good privacy.
So this is something that I don't really prefer this in terms of the 5 bedroom layout. So
actually we have come to the end of this video. If you are looking in the D23 area, in Dairy Farm, or you are just thinking, should you actually take a look at Narra, feel free to reach out to us, because we actually, in terms of new launches, we have a 5-step process or 5-step strategy that we share with all our buyers so they are able to spot units with built-in potential. Once again, I'm Dylan.
I'm Matthew. We'll see you soon.